Y'all are on the East Van Dan Shit Show.
Welcome to the East Van Dan Shit Show. I'm your host, Dan, and today's guest is LA-based comedian, stand-up comedian.
Josh Edelman.
There you go. How goes it?
It's going. I'm here doing your podcast in my living room.
Yeah, thank you, by the way. You're a fucking great host.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thank you for making the way over here and not making me go down to the airport.
Oh yeah, well, I was down here for vacation anyways, but since I was down here, I was like, hey, I'll look at some,
How's
people
the airport hotel?
How was the airport? It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah. Why is it such a nightmare?
Oh my god, I had to wait 5 hours for a flight, so I dipped, I had some food, I had a free beer, got on this plane, I closed my eyes, about 10 minutes later, I get a tap on my shoulder from the stewardess. They're like, you have to leave, because I smell alcohol in your breath. I'm like, I've been waiting here for 5 hours. Of course you smell. There's 3 bars in this fucking airport from Vancouver
To LA?
Yeah. And so I left, and then I got another flight. They didn't even, bother about my, check-in luggage.
Is that why you're checking luggage?
And that's why I had to repurchase, yeah. And then I tried to rebook, and they're like, oh, you gotta go stand in the purple lineup. And I was like, okay, whatever. So there's seating. So I sat there for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then a guy came over and he was like, yeah, you can't rebook another flight until tomorrow.
Because of the alcohol in your blood?
Yeah. So I was like, okay, fine. So I got a room at the Fairmont, $600 for one night. I know. And then the next morning, I woke up extra early, went to go, check in. They're like, oh, you have to be here about 4 hours earlier. I'm like, well, I'm 2 hours, that's good enough. I'm like, who the fuck wakes up at,
Yeah.
And then they rebooked me for a flight
Did you
that
have to
evening.
get there that much earlier because of the alcohol?
No, it's just mandatory. And I had no idea, because this is my first vacation anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really?
So I was like,
Welcome to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
How do you like LA?
I love it. I just booked the wrong hotel because it's out of the way of everything.
Oh yeah,
Everything.
It's a nightmare to be near LAX.
Oh yeah.
From here.
Yeah.
So I want to know these tattoos. What are the tattoos?
Oh my god, you're interviewing me now. Oh, the tits. That's a model I know. She's Vancouver based. Her name is Lena Morrissey. You can find her on Model Mayhem. Or Instagram if you want to book her, DM her. These two dudes, these are my best friends, Tanner and Andrew. And
are they together?
No,
Or you just made them kissing on your
I
arm?
just made them kiss.
That's bold.
Also, I have the Grindr logo tattooed on me.
Yeah,
But that's this is my first tattoo actually. Tanner and Kennedy.
Tanner and Kennedy.
Yeah, and Tanner is the one kissing the other dude.
Okay, so he's your best friend?
Yeah. He helped me kick drug.
Oh shit, what drug?
Cocaine was fun.
Cocaine?
Cocaine was fun.
Yeah, were there other ones too?
Oh yeah, meth, ecstasy, and or MDMA, the same thing.
How did he help you kick it? What's the?
He was the one that came to me. He was like, "Hey Dan, you have a problem." And I was like, "I know that."
Yeah. Do people with big bad drug problems not know they have a problem?
Why? Well, at the time, I knew that I did. I just didn't give a fuck about myself. Right?
And how's the new lease on life?
It's been a long road. It's been a long road. But yeah, I just finally started getting myself together.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Now, was there originally? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was there originally supposed to be another host on the show as well? When you messaged me,
Another.
like,
There was gonna be a meeting room
okay,
that I booked at the Ramada,
yeah,
but you were like, "That's too fucking far."
yeah.
No, I'll accommodate you because you're nice enough. Also, shout out to Doug Stanhope, also a comedian. He's fucking great. He
I
was
did.
like,
I performed at Doug's Club
oh, really?
in Arizona, Chuckleheads.
Okay, cool. So enough about me. Take us back to the story.
The story. Okay, what story?
Your story.
My story.
Yeah. How do you get in the crazy world of comedy?
Well, I always say I'm one of those rare. You get a lot of comics. Now I know you're asking me, and I'm about to turn back to you a little bit. You were saying something about opening for a comedian. Are you gonna open by doing comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How long have you been doing comedy? This will all lead to me through these questions.
Well, this goes back to my gay lover, Tanner. On my
Is he your gay lover?
No, he's not. I always say that. But we were driving around one day, and he was.
Were you on drugs when you got the tattoo?
No.
Okay.
No. My first tattoo was this, and I was.
Were you on
sober
drugs when you got any of the tattoos?
Well, no.
Okay, so we got the guys kissing the tits and and the Grinder logo. These were all sober tattoos.
Yeah,
I'd
and
be
you
curious.
see my
I'd be
ass.
curious what the I don't want to see the on drugs tattoo anymore.
No, I've never gotten a tattoo on drugs. But when I started doing comedy, I was 29.
Okay, how old are you now?
Pushing 31.
Okay.
November 5th is my birthday. Actually coincides with the show that I was telling you about with Jeff
Yes.
Keefe, by the way.
Jeff Keith. Opening
Yeah.
for Jeff Keith in
Vancouver, BC.
In Vancouver.
Lark Miller is opening. She's cool. She's featuring.
What made you want to get into stand up?
Because of Tanner. Because we were driving around one day and I was like, it was about maybe like a week, maybe 2 weeks into kicking such bad habits. And he was like, we're driving around and he was like, you know what? You're funny. You should get into comedy. I was like, I can't tell a joke.
That's how
And he was like,
so
and then he was like, because also I'm in sex recovery.
okay.
Yeah. And
How intense was the sex that you have to recover from it?
when you're spending about like $8,000 on hookers per month,
yeah.
that's like, and like, not
Man,
even just that.
where are you getting all this money from? I don't even have $8,000 to spend on hookers.
I had savings.
Like all year.
I had savings. I got like $20,000 when like my
Okay, so that'll get you
grandmother.
through 2 months of hookers. 2.5 months.
Yeah, but it wasn't always like that.
Okay.
But anyways,
What was more expensive, the drugs or the hookers?
no drugs.
The
So
drugs were
$400 an 8 ball.
$400. And how fast were you going through the 8 ball?
I could at the end.
When they finally decided you had a problem.
I was doing like one a day,
One a day. Okay, so
maybe more. Cause like at the end, I was like buying maybe. I'd wake up at like Friday a.m. Go to the liquor store right when it opened. I'd purchase Texas Mickey, which is like thousands amount of vodka.
Did you just buy all this equipment because they didn't ship the equipment?
Yeah.
You decided to buy, not rent? You weren't like, I'm going straight.
No. Because I'm also a musician, so
Okay.
this comes in handy.
Okay, you're like, I'm going to need this stuff.
Yeah.
Is
totally.
it like kind of hard rock?
My music.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's all over the place.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, there's like hair metal, there's like punk rock, there's like maybe like one country rock song.
Okay, but all rock centered.
Yeah.
Not like rapping.
Oh no, there's some rap.
There's no classical music.
No, not classical.
What instrument do you play? Or just singer?
Guitar, vocals.
Guitar, vocal.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, well, I think a lot of people get into comedy. I always say, a lot of people get into comedy because of the attention they didn't get as a kid. I had a great life. Got tons of attention as a kid. I do comedy for the attention I'm not getting now, That's my...
Okay. Okay. So, like, when did you start doing stand-up?
The easiest answer to that is about 6 years ago, probably.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 38, so you got a jump start on me.
Okay. Well, no, but, like, my jump start's like open mic.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's when I started doing open mics and things.
And when you take the mic, you take the mic, right?
Who are your favorite? You like Doug Stanhope? Is he your favorite, number one?
I'm a fan of you and his.
You're a fan of me and his?
Yeah.
I'm like one of your favorite comedians?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I meant.
Well,
That's not what I meant.
Why not? I'd take that.
You can take it.
Like, why aren't you liking more of my posts on Instagram?
No. Like when I was coming out to LA because I was vacationing with this so-called guest host. She was being a fucking bitch this morning, by the way.
Oh, is that why there's no guest host?
Yeah, that's why.
She didn't want to travel out to Hollywood?
No. She didn't want. Yeah. It's a whole complicated story. But anyways, no. I reached out to you. I reached out to Doug. I reached out to.
Are you and Doug gonna do an interview?
No. But I also asked him.
I'm more accessible.
I asked him. I was like, because I wanted to do a show in Canada, and I wanted to open for him, and he was like, he responded back in like the most fucking truest way. He was just like, hey man, like I'm like unavailable that time, but check back later. Thanks. And I was like, okay, that's cool because I had a comedian. You're in so much trouble. He
big comic?
Josh Denny?
No.
Okay. But yeah, he responded back in like the most aggressive, offensive email. He was like, fuck you and your fake business card and you're a nerd. He actually called me a nerd. I was so offended. You're stealing my nerds from me. So yeah. But no, you and Doug were the most accommodating ones so far. And so that's why I'm sitting here right now. Also, I'm a fan of both of yours.
I know, but apparently, not one of your favorites. But what other comedians have you interviewed for the show? Am I the first comedian?
Are you the first comedian?
This is the first comedian. They're gonna be like, don't have comedians back anymore. No more comedians.
No, you're the first.
Oh yeah,
you're the first.
Yeah. They're gonna do an audience.
There was one supposed to be before, but he ditched.
Oh, who was that?
Peter Hudson.
I don't know Peter Hudson.
Yeah, you don't know.
Where's Peter?
He's Canadian.
Yeah, did you hit up any other LA comics while you're here? How did you find me? I don't know.
I researched. That's how I found. Yeah, that's how I find.
I know. People don't find me easily. You want to find me, you got to do some research. I'm deep in the books. I'm for studiers of the craft, students of the craft.
No, I just do research. I'll Google LA comics, and then I'll stumble upon whoever.
Okay.
And then I'll view them on YouTube or whatever. I'll be like, okay, is this guy funny? Can I relate to him? Is he here or nay?
Do you have a favorite bit of mine?
No. Actually, that was gonna be at the end of this interview.
The end of the interview. How long does the interview go?
3 10-minute.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Parts. Yeah. But okay, so you got into comedy about 6-7 years ago. Yeah. Where did you perform first?
First place first place I did an open mic?
Yeah, in general.
Well, I mean, the truth is that I took a comedy class years and years before that, but I didn't really follow up on it. I took stand up at Caroline's in New York City, in 2009 or something.
Okay.
So longer ago, but I didn't really. Then I kind of quit until recently. I made a documentary about this comedian Al Lubell.
I saw that on your website.
Yeah.
You have a documentary.
Yeah, if you like Doug Stanhope, you should check out Al.
Yes.
Al's one of the realest guys there is.
Okay, cool.
And after doing the doc, I was like, you know what? I want to get back into this. And then I kind of got back into it. The first mic I did back was at this place called Cantor's Deli in Los Angeles famous delicatessen in West Hollywood. And from there I just started trying to hit mics every single day.
If you happen to be passing through Vancouver, BC, please stop by Whiskey Six Barbecue. Hands down, #1 ribs ever. That's Whiskey Six Barbecue, located in Vancouver, BC. Be there or be square, baby.
Cool. I have one more morbid curiosity.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so when it comes to $8,000 a month on hookers, here's my question, because there's different caliber hookers. So like you could be having sex 8 times with like
The
a
beginning, I
high-end
was doing
1,000.
cheap ones.
You're gonna get the cheap
I
ones
was
at the beginning.
doing
But then at a certain point, it's like, it's like cheap hookers, like cheap cocaine. It's like not doing it for you anymore. You start splurging
And
a little more.
I was doing like risky like sex fetish stuff.
Whoa.
That's like
Like what?
like no condom, that sort of thing.
Okay, yeah. The fetish of regular pre-condom sex. The fetish of the way people did it before latex and bearskin was invented.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Next question is what's the most you ever spent on a prostitute?
It's not really the cost, it's like the quantity.
The quantity.
Oh,
So-
the
so-
quantity was maybe like 6 in one night with Jack Daniels and cocaine.
But like, okay, so 6 in one night. But like, okay, so this is where you're from.
Yeah.
Because this is your first vacation.
That's like $250 Canadian per
prostitute.
Yeah.
And 6 in one night. Now is it 6 in one night, like 6 together, or like
no
like
no
you
I
finish one?
no do one, then go to another, and then I had like
I don't even
2
know if
at
I
one.
don't even know if I've jerked off 6 times in one night. I have, but
all right.
but man, but like you go that is intense. So you're like they go and then you're like
And they brought their own booze and they brought their own cocaine.
okay, so that came with the 250.
So it's like I'm saving money.
Yeah. Ultimately, it'd be expensive if you didn't do it. Really,
Yeah.
it's like it'd be a waste not to.
Yeah, exactly.
250 and they come with Coke and booze.
Yeah. It's
Or
like,
to spend 250 on Coke and booze alone and
yeah, exactly.
and not have dangerous sex. Have you ever been robbed by a prostitute?
Yes.
Sorry, sex worker. I have someone corrected me recently.
Sex,
I'm not supposed
okay,
to call
sex
them that.
worker.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I have. I have.
How bad? Anyone ever tie you up? and then
4,000.
Someone stole. That was the most expensive prostitute.
That was the most
Sex
expensive.
worker. Sex worker.
Whore.
No, sex worker.
No, she's a whore. Fuck her.
You talk about her with respect.
I didn't find out until the previous morning, even though I was up all night, obviously. And I was like, where's
What did you have the cash?
where's my debit and where's my credit card? And I went online, did my online banking, did all these transactions from like mostly 7-Eleven ATMs.
You gave her your PIN number?
No, she guessed it. Because she asked me.
What was your PIN? 1, 2, 3, 4?
No, it was my birthday, 1992. Obviously, that's changed now. For any ones that are watching.
What's your birthday? What year?
What year? Yeah, no, she.
What's your-
No, that was her. That was her game.
Phone number. Sure. What's your mother's maiden name?
Yeah,
Your
exactly.
social security.
But no, yeah, that was the most expensive.
We're bonding.
Yeah. But no, that was the most expensive. And that was way before when I was like.
And you weren't able to get that money back, I'm assuming. There isn't insurance protection.
Actually, I went to the police.
What?
I went to the police.
You went to the police?
And then they wanted to know all this info.
That's like some
And I was high on coke.
That's some straight up
I was
cops
high on
trash
coke.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I started filling out this paperwork, and I was like, you know what? I can't fill it out anymore, or else I'll be incriminating myself.
Yeah.
So I just dipped. And yeah, never got that money back. But yeah, it was a lesson learned.
Mm-hmm. How was
Totally.
the sex?
We didn't even have sex.
Oh man, that's the most upsetting part. Of
I
the
know,
story.
right? And she was hot too,
Yeah.
like porn star hot. Yeah.
What about classy, attractive women? Not that porn stars can't be classy, attractive women.
She was like model material.
Model material.
Yeah.
So what she did? She drug you?
No, what she did was she asked. She was like, "Hey, do you want a massage?" I was like, "Okay." So I stripped. I like laid down, like face down, and this is just me guesstimating. While she was massaging me, she was like swiping through my jeans, my wallet, and taking my cards because she already found out my birthday, 1992. That's my birthday, and yeah, she guessed.
I'm surprised a sex addict like you would have not had sex that night. Would have fallen asleep beforehand. You think you've already gone through all this trouble getting this prostitute into your place. Sorry, sex worker.
Sex worker.
Trying to.
No, she's a whore. No, she's a whore.
I vote
Fuck
sex
her.
worker.
And no, I think that's her gang. She just goes around and just rips people off. Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does your current, maybe past, potentially current, maybe former situationship
I abstain.
feel about all of the?
She knows everything underneath the
She knows
sun about me.
everything.
Everything.
She's like one of those girls who likes a project. I wish she was
I
here
guess so.
to discuss
I
this
kind of
with-
wish she was here too, but Luna's high maintenance was
Well,
like,
she
no,
didn't
I'm
get a
not
lot of-
traveling that far.
She didn't get a lot of sleep.
She actually just texted.
She didn't get a lot of sleep last night because someone was snoring.
Yeah, well, she was fucking. Oh no.
Are you dumped? What's the text?
I think you should stay out that way and explore more. It's your last day. Don't come back to this shithole hotel brothel in this shitty neighborhood.
What do you think she's having her own good time back there?
I asked her, I'm like, are you on your fucking period?
And that did a great job of calming her down
Yes.
and making her see more straight. Well, listen, I should let you either go explore the area more and leave her to herself, even though that sounds more like she's saying, come back here right now.
I was gonna leave her be for maybe a few hours.
I feel like that's gonna make the pot boil
More?
more.
Think so?
Yeah, seems like
Okay, I'll go back.
yeah.
I'll go back.
I
I have to go back.
think I think you have a great podcast episode here.
I think we do.
I think why ruin a good thing?
But I do have to ask,
Okay.
who are your influences for comedy?
My three favorites off the top of my head: Al Bell, Norm Macdonald, The Amazing Job.
Norm Macdonald,
Yeah.
fellow Canadian, high five, respect. Name 5 people who you hate and why.
I don't really hate. It's hard for me to think off the top. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an answer to that.
No?
I don't
It
focus
could
on.
be a guy who cut you off in traffic.
I don't like.
and
I
you're
don't
you
like. I
fucking motherfucker.
don't like Donald Trump.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't like motherfuckers who cut me off in traffic.
Yeah.
I don't like the sex worker who stole $4,000 from you.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. 3. I gave you 3 likes and
You
3.
gave me 3.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Who do you hate?
Who do I hate?
Yeah.
Well, my father.
Okay. I would put him on my influences.
Okay.
I just want to be clear. On my influences, we have Al Bell, Norm Macdonald, Amazing Jonathan, your father.
Okay.
My personal
Um,
influences.
Who else? Say.
I mean, it feels like it's just your father 5 times over.
Yeah. Well.
Maybe that sex worker who, not even a sex worker, a masseuse, the masseuse who stole your
The
money.
masseuse who claims to be a prostitute.
Yeah, well, let's get real here. You're a masseuse.
You're a masseuse that
You're not even a prostitute. You're a masseuse.
Exactly. I love it. John loves it.
You're a masseuse. Okay, so your dad, the masseuse, Raven. Where's Raven? On the influences or on the?
No, I love her.
You love
I
Raven.
love her. I got her ass. That's her ass.
That's her ass. Oh man.
I got her ass.
Does she have? Oh man.
No, that fucking bitch. She fucking saved my life.
She saved his life. Okay, yeah, you gotta go back to her. You gotta go back and repair things with that cunty bitch who. That's his words. That's his words, not mine. She seems like a great girl.
How did this episode become about Raven? Good lord.
Well, you're the one that brought her up. I was just curious because I'm pitched, like oh, you're gonna be interviewed by this model. I'm like, oh, okay. And then
I guess that's on the empty couch.
The empty couch over there.
The invisible
listen.
model.
She wasn't here in person, but she was here in spirit, and she was here in presence. And on a future episode, if maybe you may have had your last episode with Raven once this one comes out.
No, actually, I wanted to interview her, like one-on-one.
Is she a musician?
Well, she is, but no, that's kind of like a hobby, sort of hobby. But no, she's a model. She's an actor. She's an artist. But yeah, I wanted to interview her, but she declined. She was like, "No, I'm not doing this. I'll do this not today, not tomorrow, but I'll do this 5 days from now." I'm like, "Well, you're gonna be in another fucking country, so what the fuck?"
Canada?
No, I'll be in Canada. She won't be in Canada.
Where's she going?
I don't know. I think she's a model, so she kind of whores her ass down the river anywhere.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You guys like an open thing?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? Like an open relationship, or you guys?
No. We're kind of just whatever.
Whatever. Cool. I think that's a strong. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's what you should call the episode.
Whatever, dude.
Dude, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, man, you're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind. Plug away.
Oh yeah, check out my movie Mentally Al. Go to my Instagram, the Edelmeister. The Edelmeister on all platforms. Check out JoshEdelmanComedy.com. I have a web series called Best Friends. I have my own podcast called The Jew Rogaine Experience.
I saw that.
This is my stand-up show on Discover Genius, the Hollywood Improv. I have one at the Roosevelt Hotel. If I get any clicks on anything or any audience members at anything because of this, I'll be amazed. Thank you for having me.
Fuck yeah, dude. High five. You're off the East Van Dan Shit Show. Peace.